Well, we will start the unit number 1. Yeah, this is a computer 2 class. Okay, the unit number 1 is about Excel. It's a data sheet. What is a data sheet, or another name is a spreadsheet? It's an application for organization, analysis, and storage of data in a tabular form. Yeah, Excel is a table that consists in columns and rows. The rows of columns and rows is named cells. Yep. Okay, something about the history. The Excel was created for the accounting functions of a company. In the past days, the the calculus or the countings and all the operations of the company was made by hand. So to organize that information in the past, they use a big book, yeah, that are organized by rows and columns, yeah. So that was the aspect of that books, yeah. So when the Excel was created for replace that books. Now we will see the interface of Excel. This is important because when I say type on the I don't know, on the formula bar, teacher, what is the formula bar? Yeah, you need to know all of parts of the interface of Excel. This is the first part, and the second part is that. Yes, it's only the name of the things. Well, exist two files extensions that we will use. The last one, yes, XLSX. Yeah, this is the last one. Maybe you can find some XLX. The Excel can open the both. Yeah, but this is information important here because we will use the newest file extension. Okay, the size of the data sheet. The data sheet is very big. In the old Excel had 255 columns that are named by the letters of the alphabet, and the rows is counted starting in the number 1 and until 65,536 rows. There are so many, and the intersections, the cells, are more than 60 millions of cells. Yeah, there are so many cells, and you can make 16 sheets of data sheet. So it was very big. I don't know why. In the next version, the newest version, add more columns and rows, more than 16,000 columns and more than 1 million of rows. So there are 70 billions of cells. There are so many, and the number of sheet depends of your RAM memory. So the important here is the sheet of Excel is very big. So when you will make your exercise, you will start at the beginning of the sheet, because it's very hard to find something in 70 billions of cells. Yeah. Okay, this is important. You need to take note about that. The kind of data that it used in Excel. There are three: text, numbers, formulas, and in the formulas are formulas and functions. Well, the text. What is a text? Obviously, all that you type in all that you type in a cell is a text that includes letters, numbers, and another characters. But another characteristics about the text, they can be enclosed in quotes. For example, in a formula, we will see in the future that. And another characteristic, they can start with an apostrophe to convert the number into a text. Yeah, this is the characteristic of a text. And when you type a text, the text will be oriented for one side. We will see that. Yeah. The numbers, obviously, the numbers appears in the structure. Yeah, but you can include the scientific notation with the letter E, and you can use the letters A, B, C, D, E, and if for the hexadecimal numbers. Yeah. But the important here, the number are using numbers. Yeah. The formulas, okay. Always all the formulas start with an equal. Yes. When you use a formula, you will calculate something, or you will make an operation with the cells involved. Yeah. The formulas can be direct and indirect. The direct formulas use the basic arithmetic operators. What are the basic arithmetic operators? The add, that symbol; subtraction, the symbol that means; multiplication, use that is present in the numeric keyboard; and the division, the slash; exponent, that symbol; square root is that the structure. Why a root is that? Because a root in mathematics, it's a fraction exponent. Yeah, this is from mathematics. Okay, the indirect formulas, there are use the name of a function. Yeah, they are applied in a range of cells. In the next side, we will see what is a range. Okay, remember, always start with an equal, and well, the name of the function is in Spanish because the Excel that we will use is in Spanish. If it's in English, you need to add sum, average, and this is equal, max and min. And you need to use a rank. Yeah, What is a rank? It's a series of cells to which some operation will be performed. They are separated by 2 points. If they are contiguous, for example, yes, E8 to E10. There are ranges, horizontal, vertical, and matrices. The horizontal rank, the cells are continuous horizontally, yeah, like that. In a vertical rank is continuous cells vertically. In a matrix rank, you need to arrange continuous cells, but there are in 2 dimensions, yeah, like that. Well, to finish that explanation, exists an operator's priority. This is very important because it will use in another areas like physics, chemistry, mathematics, I don't know, all the subject that use operators. The operator's priority is used. You need to remember the first priority is for the parentheses. Yeah, you need to make the operations that are inside or between parentheses. The second priority is for the power and root, the exponent and square root, or yeah. The third priority is for multiplication and division, and the last priority is for the sum or the add and subtract. Yeah, this is very important. Well, this is all about the explanation. Now we'll start on Excel. This is the interface. We will navigate on that interface. There are the columns. This is the columns that are counted by letters of the alphabet. Yeah, what happens with you get into the C? The next one are double A, B, A, C. Yeah, duplicates. The rows are counted by numbers. There are so many. So if you need to go to the end of the sheet, you need to do that. You need to press the end button of your keyboard, yes, and appears that message, and you need to press the arrow, for example the right arrow or the keyboard. Now you are on the last column. Again, you press the end button and you press now the arrow to down, and this is the end of the sheet of Excel. Yeah, there are so many cells. Yeah, more than 1 million. There are so many columns. Yeah. Okay, to return back to the first cells, you need to press Control Begin or Control Start in your keyboard. Yeah. Well, this is the Excel interface. Now we will type the 3 kind of data. Yeah, we will start with the text. what happened with the text? For example, well, when you type a text, texts are oriented to the left. Remember that? Yeah. They can start with an apostrophe. Yeah, you type apostrophe and a number, for example. The number will be a text. If you click here, the number is stored like a text. Yes. If you delete that apostrophe, there are a number. Yeah. Well, and the another characteristics of text is can be enclosed in quotes, but it is only in a formula. In the future we will see how. Okay, the next one, the numbers. Obviously you need to type numbers, but what happened with the numbers? In the text it's oriented to the left, in the numbers are oriented to the right. Yeah. Why the texts are oriented to the left and the numbers to the right? Well, this is the reason. If you remember there are to the other side. Yeah. Okay. If you remember the history about the data sheet, the operations that you use for a real book, not an electronic book like Excel. In a real book, you need to make that every number are down to the another. Yes, below. So if you can, you need to make a sum. Yes, you can sum the units first, and you can sum another number, another number, another number. Yeah, this is the reason for the numbers are oriented to the right, because they are used for operations, and the operations will be made by hand. You need to orient all the numbers to the right. Yes, that is the reason. Well, okay. Okay, the numbers. Now the formulas. What happened with formulas? Well, the formulas always start with an equal. Yes, and will make operation. For example, that this is an operation. Yes, this is a formula, and this is the result of the formula. But Excel is not a calculator, it's a data sheet. Yes, and you need to use the reference of a data. For example, number 1, number 2, sum. Yes, 8 and 9. Yes, you need to type here the reference of the data, not the data. Yes, you will click here. This is a reference, the name of the cell. The name of the cell is the name of the column and the number of the row, plus another reference. Yes, this is here the important. If I type only that. It is the same result, yes, but what happened if I change here? The result can be modified, and if you use the data, not the reference, the result cannot be modified. Yes, this is important here, that you can change the numbers of that operation, and the formula can be changed automatically. Well, this is important here. Now I recommend you that you make that that format. Number 1, number 2, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponent, root. Well, how do you calculate the add? You need to type the equal and that reference plus that reference. Yes, it's important here. Now you need to type an equal again plus that that reference. Yes. So now, teacher, how you did that? In the next class, I will see how you can do that. Now the subtraction here is equal that reference minus that reference. Yes. Again, the multiplication, you need to type an equal that reference times that reference. Yes. So the division is that reference between or divided by that reference. Yes. The exponent or the power, this is the base. You need to type Alt plus 94 on the keyboard, and appears that symbol that is an exponent. It's a power. Yes. What it means, it's 1 power 6. Yes. So the root, in the root you can use only one data. For example, I don't know, maybe I would use the number 2. Yes. Again, you need to type Alt plus 94 parentheses half. Yes, or 1 divided by 2. This is a root, a square root. Yes. For example, here, yeah, the square root of 9 are 3. Yes. Well, that exercise, well, this is not an exercise really, but is very useful for to take repass or to check again before the exam how the operators are used. Yes. Is important for that. Yes. Well, if you remember, there are direct formulas because we are using the basic arithmetic operators. Yes. So now we will see the indirect formulas. Yes. Remember, they use the name of a function. Yes. For example, I don't know. For example, imagine that in your future work, for example, I don't know, you need to calculate the adding of or the sum of 1000 of cells. There are so many. Yeah, I don't know. For example, that numbers. Yep. If you use the direct formulas using the operators, you need to type that. The formula is very big, but if you use the indirect formula, you need to type the name of the function. For example, here in Spanish, the add are sum, and click at the beginning of the series, and you need to hold the click and drop. Yes, close the parentheses, and this is the same result. This is shortest than the another. Yes. Well, this is one example of that. The another one, for example, the average. For example, here, I don't know. Imagine that you will calculate, I don't know, your average of your grades, math, physics, I don't know, computing. Yeah, and the average. Yes. If you use the basic arithmetic operators, you need to calculate first the adding or the sum of the grades, and now you will divide by the number of the grades, and in this case are 3. Yeah. This is not an average. If you use the number of function, the average, promedio in Spanish, this is the average. What happened here? What happened here? For example, the priority operators. If you see, the priority operator says that the first priority is for the parentheses, the second one is for the power or exponent and the roots, the next one is for the multiplication and division, and the last one for the add and the subtraction. If you see that formula, Excel will calculate first the division, because the division has more priority than a sum. Yes, so this is the problem here. When you calculate an average, you need to calculate first the sum. Yes, so you need to change the priority. How you can do that? Using the parentheses. You need to put the parentheses here and the parentheses here, and you will calculate first the sum, and next you will calculate the division. So this is the right average for that data. You can think, well, why I will use the operators if I can use the name of a function. Yeah, it's obviously that you think that, but there are some occasions, some situations that you cannot use a name of a function. You need to calculate using the basic arithmetic operators. So you need to know what is the priority operators. Yes. Well, now we will explain the exercise that you will send me. The first exercise, this exercise number 1, is about the student expenses for a week. Yes, For example, the first expense is about transportation, the second about food, and the school, I don't know, copies or something like that. So in all the exercises, there are two colors to remember. The first one is, for example, here, data with white background and black font. Yeah, it is only a data. Yes, only a data. A data. Yes, data. What happened here is a data 0. Okay, but it's not important here the format. What is a format here? The using of that symbol, that symbol, that symbol. Yeah, it's not important here. What is important here? The formulas. The formulas. Which one are the formulas? The formulas are in a yellow background and red font. Yes. For example, here is a total of Monday. You need to add transportation, the food, and the school, the expenses. Yes, this is the first one. And remember, when you send me that exercise, every exercise is in a separate file. Yes, not in the same. No, separate. Now, the second exercise is about it's a format to calculate the difference between the incomes and expenses for all the year. Yes, I need to type here. Remember, the text with white background is only data. Yeah. Again, it's not necessary to put that symbol, that symbol, that symbol, or that symbol. Only the data. Yeah. In the next video, the next class, I will teach you how you can use that format. Yeah. And again, there are two different formulas. The first one is about the total. You need to sum all the incomes of all the year, and you need to sum all the expenses of all the year. Yeah. And the difference are between the incomes and expenses. So you need to type that income less expenses. In some months like February and April, the expenses are greater than the incomes, so the difference are negative. Yes. Well, this is all. This is all for that exercise. You will send me to the homework of teams the exercise number 1 and number 2. See you guys. Bye.